A wise pilgrim was traveling along a road when, in the middle of his journey, he encountered a tall young man whose eyes were filled with sorrow. Taken aback by this unexpected encounter, the sage halted his journey and approached the young man, asking if he could be of any assistance. The man, visibly ashamed, lowered his head and, in a soft voice, confessed to being a criminal. He had distanced himself from the affection of his parents and friends, sinking into a quagmire of transgressions and crimes. The fear of the future tormented him incessantly, leaving him in turmoil. He recognized the sage as a man of wisdom and implored relief from his suffering and anguish. The sage listened attentively to the man's narrative in silence, fixing his gaze upon him. After a few moments of contemplation, the sage expressed his need to quench his thirst and inquired if there was a water source nearby. Taken aback by this sudden question, the young man replied that there was indeed a well nearby but lacked a suitable bucket. However, he had a rope that could be tied to the sage's waist, allowing him to descend into the well to drink water as he pleased. He offered to pull the rope when the sage was satisfied. With a smile, the sage accepted the proposal and soon found himself inside the well. Shortly thereafter, he called out to the man to pull him back up. The young man exerted all his strength to pull the rope, but strangely, the sage did not budge. The rope seemed heavier now than at the beginning. After 3 failed attempts, the man stretched his neck over the well's edge to see what was happening below. His surprise was immense when he discovered that the sage was firmly gripping a large stone on the well's walls. Initially struck dumb by astonishment, the young man soon expressed his frustration, questioning the sage about the purpose of this seemingly senseless game. He argued that it was getting dark, and night would soon fall, pleading for the sage to release the stone so he could pull him out. However, the sage calmly asked the young man to listen and explained that, just as the young man couldn't pull him while he clung firmly to the stone, the young man himself was attached to negative ideas. The sage then gazed deeply into the young man's eyes and said, as it is written in the Bible, in the book of Proverbs 23 verse 7, "For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he." You are clinging to these negative ideas, and it has shaped your reality. Also, remember the words of Jesus in Matthew 7 verse 7, which tell us, "Ask, and it shall be given you, seek, and ye shall find, knock, and it shall be opened unto you." You can free yourself from these mental shackles, find the light of truth, and seek redemption in God. With this, the young man understood that it was time to abandon his dark thoughts and pursue spiritual transformation, opening himself to the divine grace that would lead him on a path of light and love. If you enjoyed this reflection, please leave a like and follow us for more content like this.